the solution to this example, because we got multiple criteria here, so we're going to have to check the call type and the destination network. We're going to have to use the SUMIFS plural, and for the average we're going to have to use the AVERAGEIFS. So we're going to set it up. So the first one here, we're going to do SUMIFS. What is our sum range going to be? Well, we're going to add up the amount. I'm just going to highlight that, put my dollar signs on. Then we've got criteria range 1. So first I'm going to do the criteria. In this case I'm going to say look over here for Vodacom. Where must Excel look for that? Well, it must look for it here. And I'll put my dollar signs on. The second criteria then, because it's in the call column, when I click here I get criteria range 2 and criteria 2. I'm going to click on criteria 2 and say it must look at the call. Where must it look for the calls? So you'll see there's a type here. I can highlight all of that and put my dollar signs on. Now we could click OK now, but let's just investigate the dollar signs. So the sum range, we're happy it must always look there. Criteria range, so when we're looking at D36, it must always look at that column. I'm happy with that. But because I'm about to copy it across, I'm going to put a dollar sign in front of the D. So it doesn't matter where this goes, it must always look at column D for the name of the destination network. Criteria range 2, so we're now looking for call, which got to be careful. If I copy this down, I need to make sure that the row keeps looking at row 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put the dollar sign there. Now when I say OK, it gives me a number. Let's copy it down. Now if we've done the dollar signs correctly, I should be able to take this area, copy it, and paste it into the SMSs. So it does look like it's working, because you can see these two numbers reconcile. And let's just have a quick look. So I'm going to go, and you'll see it's correctly looking at the correct column for the destination network, and it looks like it's looking at SMS. So it looks like we've done all the dollar signs correctly. Now let's do the AVERAGEIFS. So we go here, we're going to say, we're going to use the AVERAGEIFS. The average range, so again we're going to highlight that area and put our dollar signs on. The criteria, we're going to say we want to look over there, and based on our knowledge from before, I'm going to put a dollar sign on the D. Where must it look for it? Here in the destination network. We can put dollar signs everywhere. And the second one, the criteria is going to be up here, and I know that I need a dollar sign on the row number. Where must it look for it? It must look for it here on the top. Dollar signs everywhere. When I say OK, it gives me a number, and I should be able to copy it down, and I should be able to copy it across. What you'll notice is I've got 2 division by 0 errors. In this case it's actually correct. Have a look here, there are no SMSs. So if you want to avoid this, where you have a division by 0 error, perhaps you just want to see a 0, then what we could do is I'm going to use our if error. So around this AVERAGEIFS, I'm going to type if error, and right at the end here I'm going to say comma 0. So when I copy and paste it, now those which would normally be an error are shown as zeros.